That's us recording. So let's find a nice comfortable seat. Just grounding down and bringing your attention to the breath. Closing the eyes, lengthening through the spine. Take an inhale and sigh the breath out. Breathing in. Sigh the breath out. Breathing in. And sigh the breath out. Breathing in. And sighing the breath out. And we're going to draw our attention to the alternate nostril breath this morning. So keeping the eyes closed, take the right hand, right thumb, covers the right nostril, next two fingers placed on the forehead, and then your other two fingers floating above the left nostril. And then inhale through left, close off left, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Keep the eyes closed, just lower the hand back down. And just draw the attention to the body, to the mind, to the breath. Just noticing how you feel. Setting your intention for today's practice. And feel now as if you're drawing energy up from the ground, up through the body, up to the crown. And visualize that energy as a white light. As you exhale back down into the earth below, feel that that out breath is taking away toxins and tension from the body. Breathing in energy through the mat, through Mother Earth, all the way up to the crown. Exhale, just letting go back down to the earth below. Breathing in, filling up the body with energy, vitality, prana. Exhale, releasing tension back down into the earth below. Let it go. Give the body permission to let it go. Breathing in, drawing that energy and white light up through the body, sparkling, shining, shimmering. Exhale, back down into the earth below. Feel the fingers tingling, the toes tingling. with that energy alive. Breathing into the crown. And exhale. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Open your eyes, maintaining a soft gaze, and inhale, floating arms up overhead. Exhale, floating arms back down below. And again, inhale, floating arms. And exhale, back down. Roll through the shoulders, and let's come up onto our feet for a nice little warm up. Okay, so let's shaking the wrists out. And then rotate into the wrist. Opposite direction. And then inhale, reaching up, stretching through the fingertips. And exhale, back down. And again, inhale. Exhale, floating arms back down. Once more. Inhale, filling up the lungs, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, floating down. Okay, inhale, left arm up. Side stretch over, opening through that left side of the body. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, side stretch. Swapping over, inhale, right arm. Exhale, side stretch over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, side stretch. Bring the arm up and start to rotate into the shoulder girdle. And keep the body fluid as well. Use the momentum of the body to sweep the arm around. Just warming up into the shoulder. It can get a little bit tight when we have tension round about the shoulders and the neck. And then slowing down, opposite direction. Okay, opposite arm, taking it back. And then slowing down, opposite direction. We'll let the arm go to allow that shoulder to relax. Okay, now taking the arms up, dropping the left in front and the right behind for our windmill arms. Okay, opposite direction now. Right in front, left behind. Great way to exercise the lungs. And shake it out, roll through the shoulders. Okay, so spinal twist now. Coming off the back heel, tap into the kidneys. Nice gentle tap. Just stimulating the kidneys. Not hitting the wall behind you. Oh, ouch. Well, I love a little twist in the morning. Great way to start the day. And then slowing down. Okay, so let's bring the feet closer together. Rooting down, lift the toes, spread them. Plant the feet evenly down and shift the weight onto that left foot and shaking out the right ankle. You can hold onto the wall if need be. And then start to rotate into the ankle. Opposite direction. And then one way, other, one way, other, one way, other. Flexing into the knee. And then swinging the whole of the leg forward and back. Okay, so we're going to lift the knee up, take it out to the side and behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Taking a hold of the foot, draw the knees together, open up into the chest. Nice deep breath in and shake it out. Okay, so let's root down through that right foot, shaking out the left ankle. And then start to rotate into the ankle. Opposite direction. And then one way, other, one way, other, one way, other. Flexing into the knee. And then swinging the whole of the leg, warming up into the hip. Okay, let's lift the knee up, take it out to the side and behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Taking a hold of the foot, draw the knees together, open up into the chest. Nice big breath in. And let it go. Shake it out. Okay, shake that body. So, I'm in a silly mood today. Been up since 6:30, so I've done half a day's work already. Okay, so facing the front of your mat. I'm just going to warm up through the spine to start with. So let's take a nice big inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, pivoting from the hips, folding over. Soften the knees. Just allow yourself to dangle here like a rag doll. And we're going to imagine our hands are paint brushes. And we're going to draw a colourful rainbow, sweeping gently from side to side, all the colours of the rainbow. How pretty they are. So just noticing the side body opening up. And then coming back to stillness. Just take a hold of these elbows and bending the knees a little bit deeper. Just allow yourself to fold over. Lengthen through the spine. Okay, release the hands. And we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, reaching up, standing stretch, open up the body. And exhale, pivot from the hips. Inhale into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees again and rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, open up the body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, open up the body. And exhale, last time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees. Rolling up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bringing hands to heart. Okay, so make sure that your feet come to about hip distance apart, toes facing forward. Going to come into warrior one leg, so bending that front knee, just stepping the back foot back about 1.5 feet, toes slightly pointing to the outside edge. off the front of the mat. Inhale, floating arms up. As you exhale, slide your shoulder blades down the spine. Take that tension away from the neck. So you've got a nice open chest here. Palms are facing each other, and your gaze comes up between your hands, gazing up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outdoors. Although it's a little bit wet to be outside today, but you might want to do this class again on a sunny morning. Okay, so use that Ujjayi breath. Feel that lengthening down the back of that left leg. Ujjayi breathing, taking the breath deep into the back of the throat. One more. Exhale, float the arms down, straighten through the front leg. Roll the shoulders over, open up the chest, clasp the hands behind the back. Okay, nice open chest here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come into flat back. Okay, so you now feel that lengthening down the back of that right leg. So just keeping the gaze softly on the ground. 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Keep the shoulders open. And then bend through that front knee, releasing the hands, sweeping all the way back up. Exhale, shoulders lower, coming back into your warrior one. Okay, 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Inhale. Lower the arms down, straighten through the front leg. Roll the shoulders over, open up the chest, clasp the hands behind the back, and root these hands down towards the floor. Nice open chest. We're going to do the same again. Take an inhale. As you exhale, coming into flat back. 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Soften the knee, releasing the hands all the way back up again. Exhale, back down into warrior one. So you should be feeling fairly comfortable in this pose now. 3 breaths. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, straighten through that front leg, and this time sweep the arms forward and bring the fingers in line with the toes. Now, if your fingers don't quite reach, you can use your blocks here, okay? We want to maintain a flat back at the moment before we pivot forwards into our pyramid pose, okay? So just giving the body time to adjust here. And then gently start to fold forward. Okay, you may or may not need the block. If you have tightness behind that front knee and it's really quite painful, just soften the knee. Okay, it's okay to modify into this pose. We're lengthening through the spine, through the legs. Okay, soften that front knee. Sweep the arms all the way back up again, coming back into warrior one. Just gather your breath here in case you're feeling a little bit dizzy. And then lower the arms down, roll through the shoulders. Okay, so bring the opposite foot forward. I'm just going to turn to face the opposite way, but you don't have to do that. It's just so you can see for the camera. Okay, so stepping the right foot back now. Left knee is facing forward. Sweeping the arms up. Exhale, slide these shoulder blades down on either side of the spine. Nice open chest. Palms are facing each other, taking the gaze up between the palms of the hands. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. Okay, straighten that front leg, lower the hands down. So roll the shoulders over, open up the chest, clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, keep the shoulders back. Exhale, coming into flat back. Okay, so now you'll feel that lengthening up the back of that left leg. 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Just keep the hands rested on the tailbone. And just keep a nice open chest here. On your last exhalation, let's soften the knee and inhale, floating the arms up overhead. Exhale, sliding the shoulder blades down the spine. It's a nice, gentle way that we're opening up the body this morning. You might think you're not doing much at all, but believe me, you are. You're stretching out. 3 Ujjayi breaths. Really take that breath deep into the back of the throat. Okay, straighten the front leg, lower the arms down. Again, roll the shoulders over, clasping the hands behind the back. Exhale, coming into flat back. Pushing strongly with the feet into the mat. Maintain that integrity in the pose. Okay, soften the knees, sweeping the arms back up again. And lower the shoulders down, nice open chest, taking the gaze upwards between the palms of the hands. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. Okay, straighten through the front leg, and this time sweep the arms forward, bringing the fingertips either onto the mat or onto your blocks. Maintain that flat back. Ujjayi breathing. And then slowly start to fold over that front thigh. Gazing to the back of the mat now. Just notice the spine open up, back of the leg, both legs. 3 Ujjayi breaths. And then soften that front knee, push in, push your feet into the mat, sweeping the arms back up. Exhale the shoulders down, back into your warrior one. Okay, lower the arms down. So we're going to do the same again, and this time we're going to come up into our half moon. Now remember, your half moon can be done against a wall, or a back of a couch. So just take your time and I'll talk you through it. So feet facing forward. You maybe start to feel the body is softening and opening up already. Step that left foot back and bend through the front knee. Make sure the knee is above the ankle. Back toes just slightly turn to the top left corner of your mat. Sweeping the arms up. Exhale, shoulders down, opening up into the body. Warrior one is a great way to open up the front of the body. Slight back bend, open chest. Lovely extension through the back leg. Powering up that front thigh. Rooting strongly down into the ground. Okay, straighten through the front leg. Sweep the arms forward, coming into pyramid pose. Okay, so flat back to start with. Just allow the body, the hips to adjust. Folding over. Crown of the head pointing towards the floor. Gazing at the back of your mat. Bend through that front knee. Push the feet into the mat, release the hands. Inhale, coming back up into warrior one. Relax these shoulders down. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. straighten through the front leg, sweep the arms forward, finding length in the spine, fingertips come down in line with the front toes, folding over this time. Then to pyramid pose. Now, from here, soften that right knee and just walk the fingers forward. And if you've got a block handy, you can place the right hand onto your block. So the reason your right knee is bent, you're bringing the hip, that right hip, over the right foot, okay? And then as you start to straighten into that right leg, the back leg will start to rise up, okay? And then you're going to draw that left hip towards the ceiling. And then you're going to take the arm up and pull the toes back of that left leg. Now, if you're struggling with this, remember that you can bring your right hip onto a wall, okay? Back leg is in line with the hips and it opens up sideways, okay? And extend that left arm up, stacking the arms, flexing into the foot, maintaining that integrity. So if you're struggling with your balance, please take your hips back to a wall, a chair, whatever you've got near you. And if you start to find that you're balancing okay, you can bring the hip away from the wall. The hand can still be resting on the wall. So you're rooting down into that standing leg. You're rooting down into all 5 points, okay? Or rooting out into all 5 points. Fingers, both feet, and also the crown of the head. Excellent. Okay. Now, start to turn your head towards the floor. Soften that right knee, okay? And turn the hips back to face the floor, okay? Lower that back leg down and then sweeping the arms back up, come back up into warrior one. Okay, I'm just coming back to the mat here. Come back up into warrior one. Straighten through the front leg and lower the hands down. Roll through the shoulders, clasp the hands behind the back. As you exhale, start to fold over, taking the hands up behind the back. Okay, so draw these shoulder blades together. Again, if it's really tight behind that right knee, bend the knee and fold over. Use that Ujjayi breath, 3 deep breaths. Okay, release the hands. Okay, we're going to come back into our half moon, our Ardha Chandrasana. Ardha half, Chan is moon. Okay, good idea to have your block there. You can also take your block sideways to give yourself a little bit more height, but I usually find stability when I plant it down. So bring the hip, that right hip over the foot. Straighten into that standing leg. Both hands can still be on the mat just now. Toes must face forward. If you've got your foot off at an angle, you probably will waver in this. Pull the left toes towards you, okay, and then opening up. Now you can keep your gaze on the floor to help you keep that balance. You can take the gaze out in front, or you can take the gaze up towards the sky. Okay, yogi's choice. Coming out of the pose, think ahead to warrior one. Soften through that front knee, lowering the back leg down. Push into the feet as you rise back up into warrior one. Maybe feel that right leg starting to burn a little bit now. So we'll step to the front and we'll shake it out. Well done. Okay, just give the hips a little wiggle. So I'm just going to turn the opposite way for the purpose of the camera. Okay, so from the front of your mat, so we're going to be powering into this left leg now. Okay, you probably feel you've got a bit more freedom in this right hip. okay, because we've been rotating round. So, feet hip width apart, stepping that right foot back this time, bending into the left knee. So make sure your alignment point's left knee over the ankle, back toes pointing to the top right corner, and your feet are open about 1.5 to maybe 2 feet. Okay. It's important that you bear with these alignment points to help you with your practice, so you've got no repetitive strain coming on. Inhale, swooping the arms up and glide the shoulder blades down the spine. Okay, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Straighten through that front leg. Lower the arms down, roll the shoulders behind the spine. Behind the spine. Slide the shoulder blades down the spine. Okay. Sweeping forward into flat back. And then just keep pivoting forward, raising the hands up overhead. Gazing at the back of your mat. Crown pointing towards the floor. Again, if it's really tight behind that left knee, soften the knee. Okay, release the hands. Bring the fingers down in line with the front foot. Soften through that left knee. Okay. Pop your block in front of the left foot. Bring your hand onto it and bring that left hip over the left foot. Okay. So your hand is under your shoulder. Straighten through that left leg. Okay. And raising the back leg up, and then you're able to open up into the side. Sorry, open up the chest. Arms are stacking. You can keep the gaze on the floor. You can take it in front of you or up to the ceiling. Remember, you can use a wall here. Whoop, just floated down out of the pose. And make sure that standing foot is facing forward. Oh, I've got the wobbles on this morning. To come out of the pose, soften the knee, planting that right foot down. So think ahead, warrior one, sweeping the arms back up. So 3 deep breaths here. Okay, straighten through that front leg. Sweeping the arms forward this time, coming down into pyramid pose. Okay. 3 deep breaths. Okay, now if you need to take your hip to the wall, that's perfectly okay. Bend into that left knee. Okay, so let's just, for example, bend in that left knee. Hip comes over the left knee, planting the hand down. It can be onto your block. Okay, and start to straighten that left leg, raising the right leg up, flexing into the foot, and then the arm comes up. Now, if you're not at the stage of lifting the arm, don't worry about it. It can be rested on your hip or taking the arm up, yogi's choice. So opening through the front of the body, powering up into that standing leg. So reaching out in all 5 directions. Aim for at least your 3 Ujjayi breaths here. And then thinking ahead, soften that left knee, bring the hips back to face the mat, lower the hand, pop that back leg down, push into the feet, rising back up into warrior one. 3 Ujjayi breaths. And step back to the front of the mat. Okay, so bring the hands to the heart, close the eyes. Notice how the hips are feeling now, how the back, the legs, grounding down. Okay, release the hands. And we're going to come down into all fours. Okay. So let's take some circles with the tailbone. And then opposite direction. And then we're going to give the hands and wrists a little rest here. And we're going to bring the elbows down under the shoulders. Okay, clasp the hands together. And that little pinky that's at the very bottom, tuck that wee pinky underneath. Now, feel the strength in this posture where you are. Press your fists into the mat, your forearms, and feel how the energy rises up into the shoulders and also into the throat. Okay, tuck the toes under and push these hips up towards the sky. Your gaze comes towards the back of the mat now, coming into dolphin pose. Let's rest the knees back down. Okay, take another inhale. As you exhale, push up into dolphin. So pushing the fists and the arms into the mat. And let's start to glide the shoulders forward towards the hands. Push back again. Inhale, coming forward. Keep the strength in the hands and the arms. And push back. Inhale once more, coming forward. And push back. Drop the knees down, top of the feet down. Come back into an extended child's pose. Planting the forehead down onto the mat. Pressing the fingers into the mat. Feel again that lovely extension down that lumbar area of the spine. So nice deep Ujjayi breaths here. And then start to walk the hands over to the left. Okay. So you're opening through that right side of the body. Just creeping the fingers off your mat. Opening through that side body. Walking the hands back to center. And now over to the opposite side. It's a lovely extension. You can feel from the tips of your fingers all the way down the trunk. Great way to open up. Okay, let's walk back to center. Come up. Fancy way to come onto your bottom. Cross your feet at the ankles. Walk the hands back. Keep walking the hands back. And push the fists into the mat and roll over onto the bottom. So we're going to come into semi-supine. Okay, reclined pigeon. So let's come down on our back here. And taking that right foot, resting it on top of the left knee. And hug that left thigh in. Keep the shoulders on the mat, back of the head on the mat. and extend that left heel up towards the sky. Start to circle into the foot, okay? Nice big circles with the toes. You might even want a little rock of the hips from side to side. Foot going opposite direction now. And then one way, other, one way, other. Okay, point the toes up towards the ceiling. Keep hugging that left thigh in. And then flex into the foot. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. And flex into the foot. This is a great stretch for the back of the leg. Point the toes towards the ceiling. And flex the foot. Okay, bring the foot back down. Take that knee completely over the left knee now. So right knee is still over left. Open up the arms and drop your knees over to the left side of the mat. So again, we're having a lovely spinal twist opening up into this right side of the body. Try to keep the shoulders on the mat if you can. Ujjayi breathing, just allow the body, the ribs, the hips to soften. Feel as if you're breathing into your hips and into your ribs. Stop gripping into the hips. Let them go. Keep breathing. Letting go. Breathing. Letting go. Breathing. Letting go. Okay, let's bring the knees back to center, uncross them. So rest that left foot, okay, on the right knee. And hug that right thigh in and extend the right heel up towards the ceiling. Okay. Start to rotate into the ankle. Opposite direction. Oh, it feels great. The legs just feel so light. And then one way, other, one way, other. Point the toes. Feel that lovely stretch down the front of the foot. Point the toes as much as you can towards the ceiling. Release them and pull them back now. Point the toes towards the ceiling and flex the foot. Point the toes towards the ceiling and flex. Okay, lower the foot back down and then take that left knee completely over the right knee now. Open up the arms away from the body and dropping the knees over to the right. Aim to keep the shoulders on the floor. Turn your head away. Opposite direction. Again, notice where you feel tension. I definitely hold tension in my left hip. So I'm feeling this morning. I'm feeling it in my groin, over the hip. Nice deep Ujjayi breath. Let that go. One more deep breath. And then slowly, slowly coming back. Okay. Uncross the legs. Heels in close to the buttocks. And just gently drop the knees left to right. A little counter pose. So just winding down now for your relaxation. And a quick morning. Okay, so feet facing forward. Bring these heels in towards the buttocks. Take the hands onto the belly, a few pelvic tilts to start with. Inhale, fill up into the belly. As you exhale, belly button goes towards the spine. Flatten that low back into the mat. Inhale, release the belly, release the back. Fill up that belly. Exhale, belly button towards the spine. Flatten that low back into the mat. Inhale, release. Fill up that belly. Exhale, flatten the back. Belly button to spine. Inhale, release. Last one. Exhale. Watch your knees don't fall out. Okay. So, coming up into a flowing bridge. So, yogis, you can, we can float our arms, or if you want to take this practice a little bit deeper this morning, you can take the hands in behind the back. You can modify the pose as you feel, but keep the toes facing forward, heels in as close to your buttocks as you can. You can even keep a hold of the heels. Okay. So let's inhale, pushing into the feet, knees tilt forward, floating our arms up overhead. So feel that extension. Hips rooting up towards the sky as the knees tilt forward. So no pain in the knees here. As you exhale, start to lower the hands down, vertebrae floating down one at a time until the hips and the hands come down to the floor. You may need to readjust the feet. You may need to readjust the shoulders. And then inhale, push strongly into the feet. Push these knees forward. Hips rise up. Chest comes towards the chin, not the other way about. And exhale, floating down vertebrae by vertebrae. Yogi's choice. You can still float the arms up overhead, or we can take our hands behind our back. Bring the shoulders in closer together and hold this space. Hold this intention of your back bend, of that open front. Pushing strongly into the feet. And then release vertebrae by vertebrae. Open up the feet, mat width apart, and then just gently drop your knees over to the left. Letting go. Bring the knees back up, keep the feet mat width apart, and gently drop the knees to the right. This gives the front of the thighs a nice little stretch as well. And then coming back to center. So you can either take a supported bridge pose here for relaxation, if you want to bend the knees, okay, or you can flatten the legs out. You can take the blocks behind the knees if you wish. Open up the body. Here comes a puppy dog. So just allow your body to settle down into relaxation. Letting go. We'll do a little tense and release here. So take the tension to the feet and then tighten up the toes, tighten up the feet, tight, 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 and release. Bring the tension into the thighs and the calves. Tighten them up, tight, 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 and release. Bring that attention into the buttocks, the hips, the low abdomen, the low back. Squeeze it in tight, 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 and release. Making fists with the hands. Push the hands down towards that feet. Feel that tension rising all the way up to the shoulders and into the neck, and release. Screw up the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the cheeks, the whole of the face. tight, tight, tight. And release. Let go. Allow yourself to sink into the mat deeper and deeper and deeper. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Keep the attention on the breath, breathing in for 5, sighing out for 7. Breathing in for 5, sigh the breath out for 7. Breathing in for 5, sighing the breath out for 7. Breathing in for 5, sighing the breath out for 7. Breathing in, breathing out. Just letting go, letting go, letting go. And just enjoy your relaxation as you float away on your fluffy cloud, enjoying this blissful moment. Maintain this relaxation for a good 10 minutes. You fall asleep, your body is needing its little power nap. And just letting go, letting go. Just setting your intention for the rest of the day. Your intention to nurture yourself as well as others. And being kind to yourself as well as others. Letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Enjoy your day.